Trine very hard walkthrough for spacedupgames.com, Crypt of the Damned level part 2. And for the level up screen, I upgraded the thief's bow to be able to shoot 3 arrows at once. And then for the knight, I upgraded his sword fully, which has a 5% chance to critically hit enemies and gives him a fire sword. And I don't have enough points to upgrade anything for the wizard, so I just leave him be. To get over to the right, you can either grapple across or you can put boxes and planks down, whichever one makes you feel safer. To me, grappling was a little bit easier and it just worked. And then as soon as you come in here, there's going to be many skeletons that will spawn. So you need to obviously get rid of that first fire-breathing one. And I know they don't really breathe fire, but it's fun to say that. And then you need to stomp on that one, which is kind of interesting how that can kill him. And just kind of wait back here until the one stops spawning in the front, and then worry about the one spawning in the back. And there are pretty much going to be every type of skeleton besides the archer skeletons, which was kind of weird how there aren't any in this level. I don't think. No, I don't think there's any in this level. I guess the fire-breathing skeletons count as the archers. But either way, those two died in... I don't really know how those two died, to be honest. They just died, but that's okay. One less skeleton, 2 less skeletons to worry about. So when you think they're all gone, just continue on, and if they're not, they will spawn again, and just kill them when that happens. Here's another kind of a weird part. There's skeletons that will be spawning under you, and of course they breathe fire, but first you have to worry about these stupid bats, and I just became the knight, and that bat got in there and somehow hit me. I'm not sure how. The bats in this game are just terrible. But after you take care of the stupid bats, then you can worry about the skeletons, and I'd get the one up here first just so he isn't coming down on you later. And then go worry about the ones down here, and of course light the torches if you can. And the best part about having 3 arrows shot at once with the thief is that you can kill skeletons in 1 hit and 1 volley of arrows pretty much. If it's, of course, fully drawn back on the bow. And when you come over to the right here, there are going to be 3 experience vials and a chest. And the chest is a pendant that whoever's wearing it will give health to the person who just killed a recently undead thing. So I give it to the knight, and pretty much every time he kills a skeleton, he gets some health. And it's not that much, but it works. And it also restores the health when the character is not active. And I accidentally moved the leggings over to the wizard, so I'm going to put those back on the thief, the knight. And then I'm going to put this energy boosting for each vial on the thief, because I'm going to be using her fire arrows a lot more than the wizard's magic, and it's just going to be more worth it that way. I think really you can do it however way you want. Don't think you have to do it every way I'm doing it. That would just be weird. But anyway, for this part you can light these torches with the knight. You can just save the energy of the thief, and I thought some bats were coming for some reason. Also, another ability of the fire arrow is that it can destroy planks and boards that will let you get up to other places. And right there was an experience vial. And of course, activate all the checkpoints that you see, just so in case you die by some stupid glitch or you die completely randomly, you can just respawn closer than if you didn't activate it. And then this bridge, you'll need to grab this end and put it up here, and make sure it actually gets on the other side of those holders so you can get onto the bridge. And be careful not to hit the spikes at the top. Right here, do not activate it with do not turn on the torch with, do not light the torch with the knight. You'll probably fall in the acid, so that was something I learned the hard way the first time I played through this. And of course, just wait for the spawning skeletons. It is easier if you let them spawn and then you just run to the other side of the bridge, because then they have to jump and you can probably get some hits off of them. And right here is probably where the most amount of skeletons are in this level, because a bunch are going to be spawning below you and on top of you, and one of the best places to stay is just be the knight and get up against the wall and block and kill them when they come up. There are also 2 experience vials that you can clearly see there, but I don't get those yet, and I will get them once all the stupid skeletons are dead. And then coming up here will spawn a few more skeletons, which will start them coming down on top of you, or coming down from above you. I don't really know what to say about that, but anyway, just get these experience vials whenever you can, and right then I just thought I could, and since I saw this skeleton, or these 2 skeletons, I switched back to the knight, and for some reason they like to jump up on those platforms instead of going the easier way to you. I don't really know how the skeletons think, but, you know, who cares. So, anyway, there are also going to be more fire-breathing skeletons over to the right once you take care of these ones, and it does get to be a little bit ridiculous how many, I mean, I've said this before, but it's just crazy how many of these that they spawn and they make attack you, especially on very hard difficulty. If you're on the easier difficulties, they don't spawn as much, but very hard, it's kind of, I don't know, it's just a little bit overkill, I think, because then there's going to be 2 or 3 more of those skeletons, and I kept jumping up here to activate them. Then I think there's one more after that one. Yep. And that was when I was kind of thinking, okay, really? And then no more. So then you activate these torches, or light these torches, and watch out for the bats. And right here is, no, not right here, but I mean, I had full health with the thief, and 3 bats took it down to like a 5th. It's just, that is even worse than this endlessly spawning skeletons. It's the stupid bats that are just way too strong. And right here I was trying to get to the checkpoint, but the bat got me right before I did, so I got up there with the wizard and then took care of the other bats. And there is, as you can see, an experience vial down there, and that one's really annoying to get to. The best way is just to grapple down there and then die so you can spawn on that one. And then there are 2 energy vials below me, which I apparently completely missed, but you know, I haven't figured out how to get those, so but kind of weird. I replay these videos and then I see vials that I missed, but either way, it's you can miss 1 or 2, and I guess I see how to get to them. Either way, just continue on, and then right here there will be a boss, which is, you want to call it a boss, and he is actually really easy. You need to hit the crystals on his back, either with the thief's arrows or with the knight, and it's easier with the knight if you just jump over him every time he turns around, and it takes like 4 hits with the fire sword.
We have to get out of here.
We're close to the dungeons. This is the way to the castle.
Ha! The castle must have food. On to the castle!